Good morning, you guys. Back here with another video here. You guys already know the title of the video. I'm not going to drag this out. It is not the base Model 3, so that's not what I'm getting excited about. So far you guys see I have a house packed full of cars, and I got a problem. I've owned this car that I'm picking up 3 times already. I've owned 3 different variants of the same car, and I guess 4th time is the charm because I'm picking it up. It's in my dream spec, and me and this car kind of have history too. So I would explain it once we go pick it up. For all the new viewers, I'm gonna go through every single car that's in my driveway right now that are all mine and the ones that are not mine, and then I'm gonna show you guys the new car that we got. Look, she's taking forever, so it gives me some time to think about what to say. This is my 2013 Volkswagen Golf R. You guys know this car on my channel here. Yeah, other than the drama that's behind it, you know, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I'm not gonna get into that. It's only people who are local here that know what's going on with the maintenance on this car, but other than that, Euro Auto Trend, shout out to them for getting this car back on the road right in time for me to be picking up this car here. I wanted all the cars at home, and they made it happen, man. This thing is so gorgeous. I don't know if I want to sell it ever. She's saying no, don't sell it. I'm having a hard time selling things. I'm accumulate too much stuff, but yeah, this one I probably would never sell. Even if the engine blows, I'd probably just throw a built motor in it. I love this car that much. I was gonna sell it out of emotion, but it's the name of the game. You can't get anything this size, this fun, with this much power in today's. Like, you can't do it. Everything is heavier, everything is bigger. I mean, this is the last 3-door of the Golf Rs. It's in my favorite color. So yeah, I think this is one that's staying here on the channel. All right, so this is my 2006-7 Mazda Speed 6. This has not been featured on the channel that much, and because I haven't really done anything with it other than fixing the bull crap that was done to it before I got it. But the goal now is to fix everything that's wrong with this car. As soon as I pick this car up and this new car and bring it home, this is going to my buddies out in Omega, and they're going to fix everything that's wrong with this car. And I'm gonna give you a list of everything that's wrong with this car in another video because I don't want this to become a sad one. But yeah, this car, it could be for sale, it could not be. It's not my favorite spec. I really wanted a white one, but I might just say screw it because this is a clean shell. Like, that's the best thing that's about this car, is the clean shell. So I'm thinking about redoing all the problems and then wrapping the car white. And yeah, that's about it until I decide to pull the paint off, and the clear coat, pull the wrap off and repaint the car. That's what I meant to say. And this right here is the girlfriend's daily.
My baby.
2010 Mazda Speed 3. If you guys are new to the channel here, obviously if you're new, you would know that this is most of the videos on this car. This car's almost done though. 2 things left. We're gonna do a wrap and some coils, and I'm gonna leave it at that because
so the newbies, go back and watch the lovely crash video in this thing.
Why do you just always out me like that, bro? I know. Okay. Yeah, I crashed the car. I hit a cow and I freaking ran it off the side of a mountain. Happy now?
No, I really just want them to go back to the other video so they can see me panic come through the front of the vehicle, or like, what the fuck?
Well, at least we didn't die. Did we die though?
No, we did not.
But did we die though? No, we did. So I kind of full sent her a little bit too hard. That was my fault, obviously. I should have never just took a car that I didn't know how to drive, because I've never really driven it that much, and then I just took it to the Tail of the Dragon. I'm an idiot. And we got this thing, my mom's.
She's part of the Mazda family, except for the one that sticks out.
Go away. Yeah, but this is my mom's car. We're gonna take a trip up north to deliver this car. This car was delivered here. Well, it was purchased here. Danny Auto Sales or whatever here in Apopka. I can't remember the name, but I'm gonna shout them out because he was dope. Got everything in line. I'm gonna leave a description, the link in the description to their website. I mean, if you got a low budget and you're trying to look for a reliable car, go with them. I mean, I love it. I mean, I don't know if I would buy one for myself, but because the automatic transmissions on these are annoying. But other than that, it's a dope car. 2 owners, all the service history. It's a great car. I mean, I've been driving it to work to make sure everything works. It's a great car. I don't see why anybody wouldn't buy a Gen 2, Gen 3, or Gen 2 or Gen 4 or whatever generation they are, base model 3s just for a daily, because these things are comfortable, they're super reliable, and they're super simplistic. And it cost me like 20 bucks to fill this thing up. I think it's like $25 to fill this thing up. So that's dope. And this right here is, if you guys watch my channel, obviously you guys know this is the car that I gifted to my friend, 2007 or 8 Mazda Speed 3. I can't remember what year this one is, but it was really hard to find this car in a white. So I got the car in white with a bad motor. I didn't pay big money for the car. So that, given what that said, that's foreshadowing what's to come in the future for this car. Yeah, we're doing a lot today because I've been working hard and I've been making stuff happen. So a video specifically about this car is coming soon. We're gonna start that video today because we're gonna start getting this one 100%. And the story on how that car got here was basically, long story short, is the guy who owned the car, he sold it to me. We went down to South Florida and he didn't have the title for it, but he achieved the title and drove the car back. So with a bad motor, this car drove like 3 hours, and it's been driving since then. I mean, it still drives right now, it just has a bad cylinder. So but we're gonna fix that. There's a lot of things that are gonna be fixed coming here soon. So I hope you guys are gonna enjoy the videos, because I got three crap boxes. I don't want to say the S word, but yeah, 3 crap boxes to fix. Golf R, the Speed 6, and that thing. And maybe even her Speed 3. I don't even know, but I'm always turning wrenches, so I enjoy it, man. I'm living it. So
he doesn't enjoy it, he screams.
You don't understand, it's therapy.
Oh.
It is legit therapy. Like you be thinking that we getting angry, but we really don't. It just be
so breaking things,
hurting your hand, disgusting and screaming.
Just to let y'all know, if y'all ever shake his hand ever, these are the most roughest fingers you'll ever feel.
Real nigga hands.
Rough. So much lotion.
Real nigga hands. What you want me to tell you? All right, guys, so this is hilarious. So I was driving the car home. I just picked it up, and I already broke it. The shifter linkage came out of its hole there, so that's funny. But I already broke the car. This is foreshadowing my ownership with this thing. All right, guys, I made it home with the new car here. Sorry, neighbors, but yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys all I know about it once we get inside. As you guys see, my hands are shaking because I left my gimbal in the other car, and the girlfriend is using that right now, and it's cold as hell outside. But nah, this thing is gorgeous. This right here is good. I left it on so you guys can hear it. Oh my god, that idle sounds so baller. I got a freaking wing back, guys. I got a wing back. Oh man. All right, guys, so the only thing to do now is to get the car in the garage, and I'm gonna tell you guys all about it. But I got a lot of cars to move, so let me go play musical cars real quick. Let's get this car in the garage, and I'm gonna tell you all about it, as much as I know. All right, guys, I guess it's been a couple of hours since I got home. I had to do a whole bunch of other stuff, but this is the interior of the old girl here. Nothing crazy, nothing special. I'm gonna just tuck that away. So I got like the bezel for the Heltec, but I'm gonna do that once I get like a fuel gauge. So I'm gonna keep the stock cluster in for the fuel gauge until I can get the fuel and the speedo on the Heltec screen there. But other than that, there's nothing special about this car at all. It has Mazda Speed Portege rear seats, but the Mazda Speed 3, the Gen 1 seats in here. So these are, I think, the exact same seats that are in the white Speed 3. I'm not really sure, I can't remember right now. But yeah, there's nothing special about this on the inside other than the cool shifter, which I know really little about because I'm not the one who built this car. And the person who did put the shifter in this car years ago has all the information, but I forgot it all. So as we come over to the hood here, we got a carbon fiber hood, full carbon fiber, stupid light, actually dangerously light. Probably need to get some hood pins for this. Okay guys, first things first, I want to talk about this turbo here because I really don't know much about this turbo. All I know it is a precision 6466 turbo. Don't really know much about it, but if you guys that know about, you know, precision turbos, I'm mostly familiar with like Garrett's, so you let me know in the comment section below about that one. But that's what turbo this car has. Speaking of all the lines here, all the lines are AN lines, like every last one of these AN lines and fittings. So if you're worried about, you know, the build quality, the guy who built this car, man, he did a great job. All right guys, so you already know this is a BP motor that's in the car. The BP motors come out of the Mazda Miatas, and I got a list here of everything that's done to it. So Eagle rods, CP pistons, APR main studs, APR head studs, boundary oil pump, gate blue timing belt, fluid AMPR crank pulley, and Kai cam gears, which are adjustable. And the transmission in this car is a Toyota Celica or Toyota Matrix or Corolla S 5-speed manual transmission. This one is completely stock, but if I want to go more power, I can upgrade the LSD, which is a limited slip differential, so it can handle the power. So we left it around 400 for me personally, because one, skill issue, and two, LSD, I don't think it can handle anything over about 500 or 600 horsepower. So mostly because of my talent, we're gonna keep this car at 400 until I get used to it. Maybe I might go faster, maybe not, but this car is stupid light. I believe this car is like 3,100 pounds, and with me in it, it's probably like 3,300 pounds. I'm not that heavy, I'm like 100 and something pounds. So yeah, I'm like 160 pounds, 180 pounds. So yeah, this car is stupid light for what it is. And all right, so as you guys see, this is a Fuel Tech system here. Fuel Tech 550. Oh, it says it right there, FT 550. So this is what I have here, and that Fuel Tech sensor right there is for the AFRs for the O2 sensors. So yeah, that's pretty damn cool. And other than that, that's really what's done to this car. Oh my gosh, let me not forget, don't get the disrespect in here. This car has BC coilovers and upgraded sway bar links and all that other stuff like that. But I'm not sure what the sway bar links are on this car because it was done before I got it. So I don't know if it still has like the Mega Speed stuff that comes stock with the Mazda Speed Portege. I should have lifted up the car and looked at all that, but the only thing I really was looking for was rust. But yep, BC coilovers. All right guys, I want to explain on why this car is so special to me personally, especially that exact one is special to me. Long story short, my family is not really into Mazdas at all. Like we're a Toyota and Lexus family, so I'm so used to like the 1Js, the 2Js, the 1UZs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So when I stepped into the Mazda platform, this gentleman that owned this car, before, you know, when I met him, he owned the car, I believe, for like 17 years or something. I think he was the second owner of the vehicle. And I met a group of them actually, but he was one of the ones that was like the most patient with me and stuff like that. And I watched his build and I wanted to replicate that build so bad, but I didn't have enough funds. And I actually bought the original motor out of that car. But that's when I first had bought the Golf R, and I just dumped a lot of money into the Golf R, and I had a decision to make if I wanted to build my dream Protege or save more money and look into getting a home or possibly moving. And at the time, me and my girlfriend, she had the Speed 3, I had the Golf R, and it really didn't make any sense to get a Protege, especially with the FS motors. They're not really that reliable. The one that he built out of his car was like ready for anything that I needed, but for me personally, I wish I didn't buy the motor because I was not ready to deal with the FS anymore. Given that I had 3 Proteges before I bought the Golf R, and I was just like, you know, I'm tired of the FS motor. But given all that stuff, he still was patient with me. He still taught me information and stuff like that on how to build the FS platform and stuff like that. It was very cool. I took in all the information, and you know, younger me, I was a little bit more annoying, so I asked a lot of questions and stuff. Obviously, when you're younger, you feel really annoying because you asking questions because you don't know. But he was very patient. He would probably like annoyed at me sometimes because I would probably ask him the same thing more than once. But he was mad chill, and I respected him for it. And due that he had a family and everything, he was pretty dope. He was like the pioneer of the proteges in the community and stuff like that. So I was like, if I ever had the chance to have the funds to build me a protege with the information that I received from them back in the day, would be great. And then I hopped on Facebook. This is how it always starts. I hopped on Facebook and the groups, and the guy who owned the car before I did, so the guy who owned the car for about 17 years sold it to one of his buddies, and he builds Miatas. I mean, I'm gonna show you clips of the Miatas that he builds. But due that he builds Miatas, he decided to put a BP motor in there with a Toyota transmission. And the reason why they went that route is because the FS motors were trash and the G series transmissions that came with the Proteges were even worse. So they had to try to find a way to make power that's reliable. And so they created a adapter plate for the BP motors into the Toyota transmissions. And the guy that owned the car for 17 years also did the same thing for the FS motors. So if you wanted to keep the FS motor but get a better transmission, you could still get the Toyota transmission that are out of like the Toyota Matrix, the Toyota Corolla S, and I think the Silica or something like that. So you get a good Allison transmission. I think that's who built the transmissions at the time, was Allison for Toyota, because I had the same exact transmission in my Corolla. And yeah, Allison transmissions are great. So that anybody who knows Allison's transmissions, they make transmissions for a lot of Duramaxes, you know, stuff like that, and they're phenomenal. So that's why the FS motors were trash and the transmissions were trash. And so in order to make the car reliable, it looks great. It's a badass car, but the car, the platform itself was just trash. And no matter what you did, it seemed like they were just blowing these motors. And then another guy alongside of the guy who owned the car for 17 years built his, and his is making like 600 and something horsepower. So he proved that it can be done, but it requires a lot of money and a lot of patience to do so. So now we are here. I saw the car on Facebook and I had the funds. Well, could have used the funds for something else, but it was like, there is no other chance for me to own another one of these cars exactly how I wanted it. And it was already finished. They just had, you know, the gentleman had to do just small stuff here and there to get it done. But yeah, I mean, I was just like, to me, the adult me was like, no, be responsible. But the childhood me just took over it, and it was like, this is what you wanted when you was in high school. This is something like, this is like a high school thing for me. This is for all the years that I've worked hard and achieved it. I got a house at 25. I've traveled the country multiple times. You know, let me have something nice for myself. You know, I do have the Golf R, I do have the Speed 6, and I do have the Speed 3. So I can't complain. I got 3 cars that were cool. But, you know, what's one more? What's one more? So that's when we just struck a deal, and I decided to go ahead and buy it. And yeah, this is more of an emotional purchase, because I followed this car for a couple of years while it was getting built, and I wanted to replicate it. So what's better than replicating the car than buying the actual car? So, and with the better engine and transmission in it, it's like a win-win. So I'm not really sure if they want me to name them in my videos, like, so I'm just going to let it be. I didn't ask, so I'm not going to name the individuals. I'm going to keep their identities anonymous unless they want to be out there. But yeah, I have nothing but great things to say about these 2 individuals. that the one that taught me everything I wanted to know about the Portege, and he was very patient with me. And the other guy that sold me the car, he's been very patient with me. He's a cool dude. And sometimes I feel like I get annoying, especially that I kind of broke the car on the first day. I was like, oh man, I got to bother this guy. So he came and saved me off the side of the road because I broke the shift cables. And I didn't break the cables, but I broke the things that they were in. Like, I guess there was like a C clamp or something. I broke that. So yeah, it was kind of like, damn, dude. Like the first day I got it and I immediately break it. So I got to relax. I got to chill. I got to be an adult. And it doesn't need to be driven hard, because the Golf R, it needs to be driven hard in order to go. Like if you don't slam it in second or third gear, you're going to miss the gear. Like I'm not used to that. Like I'm not used to being able to put it in the gears easily, because all-wheel drive cars, I don't know, if my experience with all-wheel drive cars, driving Subarus and stuff like that, you have to drive them hard or they don't go into gear unless that's a shift cable issue. So yeah, so I had to calm down a bit. I drove the car home. It's fast, it's enjoyable. I shed a tear a little bit because it reminded me of, I had a dream and then I had ideas and I kind of made it happen. I mean, I didn't build the car, so it's not like dramatically like achievable, but I was able to afford to get the car, and I got the car for a steal. If I had to replicate this build, it would probably cost me another 5 to 10 grand than I paid on the car in order to like replicate that exact build with the parts and the labor. If I did it myself, I still would have probably paid the same amount of money. So I saved myself some time and just went straight to the finished product, and I get to enjoy it. Somebody else built it, did with all the headaches, did all the research and development, and here's an idiot like me with a couple of bucks that's willing to destroy it. I'm not gonna try to destroy it, but it is what it is. A car needs to be driven. All right, guys. So be prepared to see this car on the channel a lot. The main reason I bought the car is for nostalgia reasons and to give me a reason to keep moving forward. And 2 is to make content with it. I'm gonna get a 360 camera and all the crazy jazz, take it out, do some street runs with the homies, drive it like it's supposed to. But most of the time I take it out, it's gonna be recorded. So yeah, I mean, I made an investment into myself. I made an investment into the channel, give you guys something cool to look forward to. I'm still obviously gonna finish the other stuff, but due that I kind of got this, that stuff is gonna be like kind of on the back burner. Other than like getting the Speed 3 wrap. The Speed 3, the Gen 2 Speed 3 is almost done. I'm gonna do coilovers and a wrap on it. And the Golf R, I'm gonna do some maintenance on it and just keep that. The Speed 6, I haven't decided if I was gonna keep it or not, but it's looking like I'm gonna more than likely keep it and just wrap it and just use that as another backup car, keep that as the backup car so I can keep this car in the garage and not have to take this to work. Because I would hate to have to use this as a backup car and end up hitting another cow. That's not gonna be fun. Last thing I'm gonna say here is, if you have a dream, if you have goals, write them down and make them come true. The only way they would come true is if you work at it. I've been working my butt off and I've gotten everything that I've ever asked for because I worked it. And I don't really like to talk about faith, but whatever faith you believe in, pray to that. Or do, you know, manifest it. That's the word that a lot of finance guys say, manifest it or whatever. But for me, I prayed on it. I kept moving forward. I went through some hard times. I cried sometimes. Dude, this is dope. I'm 25 years old buying the cars that I actually like. Like it's so dope. It's so dope, and I own these. I don't even finance anything. Like, it's so freaking dope, man. And the only thing I finance is my house. that's literally it. Oh man. But like, subscribe, share with other friends, and I'll see you guys in another video.